We caught up with Peter Poulos in beautiful Plaka to talk about another great event that's coming up with the Hellenic Initiative. Peter Poulos is wearing the hat again of executive director, but he is the heart and soul of Hellenic Initiative, the biggest premier Greek-American organization in the world. Hello, Peter.
Hello, Yanna. How are you?
It's so good to be just sitting here and having a coffee with you. Well, I mean, congratulations. Your organization has just exploded into something really great that is doing so much for Greece. And I'd love for you to tell me a little bit about the milestones that you've met so far.
Sure. Well, I mean, I just feel so fortunate to be a part of the organization because it's really our board of directors that have built it, you know, and led by, you know, Andrew Liveris and George Stamus and Dean DeColius and like amazing individuals, you know, John Kudunis, you know, and Eleni Tsakopoulos Kounalaikis.
Wonderful people.
People, you know, who just really gave their heart and soul to the organization. And I like telling people this story. I was hired year one to like work for the organization to sort of help them with their first ever gala. And we put together a budget for that first year. And we said, let's try and raise $350,000. And that night we ended up raising $1.8 million.
I was there, I remember.
You remember? And
a great success.
And we thought, well, you know, okay, if we can raise 1.8 million, like, you know, in this first year, well, why not continue doing that? And so we've broken that record every year. And so this, our 11th year, we'll raise 2.5 million this year. And then, you know, our other activities, you know, like we give out millions. So this year we'll have given out 22 million in direct aid to Greeks in Greece,
yes.
And to anybody in Greece that's in need, actually. 60% of our energy is focused on job creation and economic development programs, and the other 40% of our efforts are focused on charitable work, so housing people, clothing people, feeding people, giving them medical services, those sorts of things.
Well, that is just amazing. And you're around the world, you do events around the world, and everyone comes. It's like you should start a membership, actually. But tell me a little bit about what are some of the initiatives that you focused on this year, some of the philanthropic work that you've done this past year?
That's a really great question. In fact, I just returned from Thessaly the other day because you know, obviously, you know, we had horrible floods there where
yes.
700,000 acres were flooded.
Travesty.
Travesty. And so immediately we gave money to Doctors of the World. And so I went up there the other day with Michael Prinsos, he's our head of country and our program director, to sort of survey. And we went to a village called Palama, where, you know, the water got as high as 270, you know, centimeters, you know. And so we went and visited an old man named Vasilis with Doctors of the World, 90 years old, like a farmer, incredibly proud, like upright, like really spry. But everything in his home had been ruined, you know, because he lost his clothing, his bedding, his bed, all of his furniture, everything. And so, you know, we went up with the Doctors of the World, and they go every week and they give him his tests and they take his blood pressure and they make sure he's taking his medication, and they helped him buy his furniture, you know, because, you know, having to start over at 90 years old, I mean, that's really difficult.
And when you're alone, because lately a lot of people are growing old alone, or they're losing their partners early in life. And we need to give a little bit more focus on that.
Tell me about it. I mean, as somebody who doesn't have kids, you know, I'm always like, I mean, I made sure, you know, that I had like godchildren. So I had somebody to take care of me when I got older, you know. So, no, I think about that all the time, you know, and we just want to make sure that we're there. And, you know, the floods happened, you know, now they were, you know, sort of over, you know, 2 months ago. And, you know, that's why we went now, too, because we wanted to make sure that the people there knew that we weren't forgetting them.
Yes.
And we'll go back again before the end of the year, and we'll go back again in the first quarter of 2024, and we'll keep going back to make sure that our money is spent well, and that we keep supporting these folks that need our help. So that's something, you know, we did, you know, on the charitable side. And on the job side, on the economic development side, we have our Venture Impact Awards coming up on December 11th here in Athens, and we just give out grants to like really good Greek like ideas and companies, so startups.
Up to how much? So we can just give some information to the audience.
Yeah, so we give out $10,000 to $25,000 grants.
Startup, yeah.
Startup money.
Seed money.
Yeah, seed money. And, you know, in the States, people would say, well, that's not much. But here in Greece, you know, $25,000 might pay somebody's rent for 2 years.
Absolutely.
You know, or buy them like a piece of equipment they need, or allow them to hire an employee.
It's seed money. It's
big money.
It helps a lot,
yeah.
Especially when you're a new generation. You really need that support. And so you're just doing so much, and it's important for people to understand what you do around the world, and that's why we feature you guys every year. Tell us a little bit about this year's event, very exciting, in New York, coming up.
Yeah, New York, December 2nd at the Cipriani for the third year. We sold out 2 weeks ago. So we're now it's a difficult part because everybody wants to come that didn't get a ticket.
But you can still be part of this with the silent auction online, everyone. You can always support the Hellenic Initiative, whether you're in Australia or in South Africa or England or wherever you are around the world. All Greeks unite here for the Hellenic Initiative, and that's why we love and support you. Peter, we thank you so much. A message to all watching you right now. How can they be part of doing great things?
Don't forget your homeland. Like, give to the Hellenic Initiative, give to a HEPA, give to Philanthropic, give to your church, give to New Greek TV, give to like anybody that's like doing great things, you know, for the homeland.
Yes. Well, thank you, Peter. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you.